Most people think Interpol is the police. They are not. And the moment you truly understand what you are, what you actually do, what you actually hold, you realize something that takes most people years to process. You have more power than almost any law enforcement officer alive, and zero protection to go with it. No gun, no badge that means anything at a border, no jurisdiction, no authority to arrest a single person on this planet. What you have is something far more dangerous than any of that. You have a database, a network, a system that spans 196 countries and moves silently through every airport, every port, every border crossing on Earth. And right now, on your first morning in Lyon, France, you have absolutely no idea what that means yet. Level 1, the secondment. You land on a Tuesday. The city is gray. The coffee is good. And the building you walk into looks, from the outside, like a corporate headquarters for a mid-sized accounting firm. That is the point. Interpol's General Secretariat sits in the 8th arrondissement of Lyon. Biometric entry. No signage visible from the street. Cameras at angles most people wouldn't think to check. You have been seconded here from your home country's federal agency. That word, seconded, is important. You were not hired by Interpol. You were temporarily assigned. Your salary still comes from home. Your loyalty, technically, still belongs to a government that isn't this one. Your rank from back home means nothing here. Detective, inspector, senior agent, whatever you were, that title doesn't transfer. You start at the bottom of a structure that has been built deliberately to answer to no single country, no single law, no single political agenda. The woman who processes your credentials doesn't look up when she speaks. You're an analyst. You'll be assigned to a notice desk. Read the manual before you touch anything. Sit down at a workstation that looks identical to every other workstation in the room. 40 people. 12 languages being spoken simultaneously at a volume slightly above whisper. Nobody is running. Nobody looks stressed. And for the first time, you understand that power at this level doesn't look the way the movies told you it would. Your weapon here is not a firearm. It is a database. And you are about to learn why that is far more dangerous than anything you have ever carried. Level 2, the notice system. 3 days in, your supervisor drops a file on your desk. No explanation, no briefing, just a manila folder, a USB drive, and a look that says, "Figure it out." You open it. There is no name inside. There is a set of fingerprints, partial, smudged at the edges. A fragment of a dental record, 2 photographs, one of a shipping container at the port of Antwerp, one of a man, mid-40s possibly, lying on a metal table in a facility you do not recognize. 3 governments have been quietly contacted about this man. All 3 have responded with the same answer. We have no record of this individual. This is a black notice. Most people have never heard of it. Red notices get the headlines. Those are the wanted fugitives, the internationally circulated arrest requests that make the news when a major criminal is flagged at a border. But Interpol operates 8 notice types, and the black notice is the one that starts with nothing. An unidentified body, an unknown subject, a ghost the system is trying to give a name. You are beginning to understand that this is not a missing persons case. The man in the photograph was found with no identification, no phone, no luggage. He was dressed in clothes with every label removed. His fingerprints match nothing in any database your office has currently checked. 3 governments say they don't know him. That is not the same as him not existing. And somewhere, in one of 196 countries, someone knows exactly who this man is. Your job is to make them tell you without ever knowing you asked. Level 3, the NCB network. You send the request on a Thursday morning. 3 countries simultaneously. 1 in Eastern Europe, 1 in Southeast Asia, 1 in West Africa. You route each request through Interpol's secure communications system, I-24/7, the encrypted global network that connects every national central bureau on Earth. Every member country has one, a national central bureau, the official link between Interpol headquarters and national law enforcement. In some countries, it's run by federal police. In others, intelligence agencies. In a few, It's both, and nobody is entirely sure who is actually in charge on any given day. By Friday evening, 2 of your 3 requests have come back. Eastern Europe, no match. West Africa, no match, but a flag. A similar unidentified case from 18 months ago. Different port, same method of concealment. Southeast Asia, nothing. By the following Tuesday, Southeast Asia is still silent. You mention it to your supervisor. She nods once. Give it time. You give it time. Wednesday, Thursday. The silence from that NCB sits in the back of your mind like a splinter. Here is what nobody tells you before you take this job. Interpol cannot order a National Central Bureau to do anything. It cannot compel. It cannot demand. It can request, flag, and follow up. But if a country's NCB decides, for political reasons, for internal reasons, for reasons that will never be formally stated, to slow walk a response or ignore a request entirely, there is no enforcement mechanism. None. The most sophisticated international law enforcement communication network ever built runs entirely on voluntary cooperation.